Kuan GCMGCH was born on September 16, 1923. He is a Singaporean statesman. He was the first Prime Minister of the Republic of Singapore, governing for 3 decades. By the time he stepped down, he had become the world's longest-serving Prime Minister. According to his autobiography, Lee is a fourth-generation Singaporean. Lee Kuan Yew's grandfather is Lee Hoon Leong. He was born in Singapore in 1871 and was a British subject. He was educated in English at Raffles Institution to Standard V, which is equivalent to lower secondary school in Singapore today. Lee Hoon Leong worked as a dispenser, an unqualified pharmacist, when he left school and later worked as a purser on board a steamer which belonged to the Hip Ang Mo's shipping line, which was then owned by Chinese businessman Oi Chong Ham. Lee Hoon Leong would go on to have 2 wives, common for Singaporeans at that time, 5 daughters and 3 sons. One of his sons, Lee Chin Koon, also English educated and British subject, would go on to marry Chua Chim Neo, who gave birth to Lee Kuan Yew in 1923. At 1992 Kampong Java Road in Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew has 3 brothers, Dennis Lee, Freddie Lee, and Lee Swan Yew. He also has 1 sister, Monica Lee. Lee and his wife, Kwak Yok Chu, were married on September 30, 1950. Both speak English as their native tongue. Lee started learning Chinese in 1955 at age 32. Before that, he was illiterate in Chinese. Lee also learned Japanese as an adult, and he worked as a Japanese translator during the Japanese occupation of Singapore. Pre-independence, 1952 to 1965. In the national elections held on June 1, 1959, the PAP won 43 of the 51 seats in the Legislative Assembly. Singapore gained self-government with autonomy in all state matters except defense and foreign affairs. And Lee became the first Prime Minister of Singapore on June 5, 1959, taking over from Chief Minister Lim Yew Hock. Before he took office, Lee demanded and secured the release of Lee Chin Siong and Devan Nair, who had been arrested earlier by Lim Yew Hock's government. Lee faced many problems after gaining self-rule for Singapore from the British, including education, housing, and unemployment. After leading the PAP to victory in 7 elections, Lee stepped down on 28 November 1990, handing over the prime ministership to Goh Chok Tong. He was then the world's longest-serving prime minister. This was the first leadership transition since independence. When Goh Chok Tong became head of government, Lee remained in the cabinet with a non-executive position of senior minister and played the role he described as advisory. In public, Lee would refer to Goh as my prime minister in deference to Goh's authority. He has said in 1988 National Day rally, "Even from my sickbed, even if you are going to lower me into the grave and I feel something is going wrong, I will gulp out." Lee subsequently stepped down as the Secretary General of the PAP and was succeeded by Goh Chok Tong in November 1992. Since the 2000s decade, Lee has expressed concern about the declining proficiency of Mandarin among younger Chinese Singaporeans. In one of his parliamentary speeches, he said, Singaporeans must learn to juggle English and Mandarin subsequently. In December 2004, a one-year-long campaign called Why You Cool was launched in an attempt to attract young viewers to learn and speak Mandarin. In November 2010, Lee's private conversations with U.S. Deputy Secretary of State James Stenberg on May 30, 2009 were among the U.S. Embassy cables leaked by WikiLeaks. In a U.S. Embassy report classified as secret, Lee gave his assessment of a number of Asian leaders and views on political developments in North Asia, including implications for nuclear proliferation. Singapore's Ministry of Foreign Affairs expressed deep concern about the leaks, especially when read out of context, and the need to protect confidentiality of diplomatic correspondence. During the 3 decades in which Lee held office, Singapore grew from being a developing country to one of the most developed nations in Asia. Despite its small population, limited land space, and lack of natural resources, Lee has often stated that Singapore's only natural resources are its people and their strong work ethic. He is widely respected by many Singaporeans, particularly the older generation, who remember his inspiring leadership during independence and the separation from Malaysia. Indeed, for many people in Singapore and other countries, Lee is inextricably linked with their perceptions of Singapore's country brand. On the other hand, many Singaporeans have criticized Lee as being authoritarian and intolerant of dissent, citing his numerous mostly successful attempts to sue political opponents and newspapers who express an unfavorable opinion. International media, watchdog Reporters Without Borders has asked Lee and other senior Singaporean officials to stop taking legal actions against journalists. In 2004, the National University of Singapore Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy was named after him, one of the first cases of an institution in Singapore doing so. Thank you.